Okay. Wait. Armor class is back down to 60. What?
Your armor class should be 18. I changed it.
Yeah, but it's back down to 60.
Now let me double check that real quick. I might have forgotten to save it is what happened. Let me try this one more time. We'll go to edit, save changes. Let's double check that again. Armor class should be 18 now.
And I'll just close and reopen the window to make sure. Yep, that still says 18.
And your hit points are out of whack.
Is it?
Yeah, you should be getting more than just that there. You should have close to like 38. Well, let's just do the maths real quick here. So you have a D10, so that means you get 6 plus 1, 7. 7 times 4 is 28.
That's only 8.
But no, that's not right. You should have had what is it? D10 plus con is 11, and then you should have 21 after that. So you should have 32. Your maximum hit points should be 32. I knew that looked really low especially for like a fighter and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's I'm still waiting on that DMs, mate.
The what?
The DMs of the hints, the wink.
Oh, the hints? Okay. Well, I'll try and be as subtle as possible.
I want it to be like, do you go right or left?
Okay,
Right?
I'll do that. Then you just have to guess which one that I mean.
Nah. No, not like that. I want it to be, you want to go right this way or left? Don't you over-exaggerate it.
Alright, that should be good there, and we should be good to get started here.
Also, howdy, Sash. Welcome to the group.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I need my dog?
Your dog should be on there.
No, push to talk.
Push to talk.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to just run the open our live scene here. And we will do a little bit of recap.
Hell, so that bridge is still locked, right? The door.
Recap
We
is
have to-
good.
Yep.
We have to go down.
Yep, that bridge would still be locked. I will open that up so that the viewers can see. So our players here went into this giant room with a bunch of larger than usual frogs, and
This
our
one's not dead.
it should. I don't think I put the what is it, the skull mark on it, but I'm pretty sure you guys killed it.
Yeah, on it.
But our druid friend was eaten alive by one, and it was killed, so she got to crawl back out of it.
Yeah.
And I consumed both the
Trust
eyes
you.
of the frog.
Yes. And so to recap for our other players, so they know what's going on here, and I'm going to expand this out so that the viewers can see the whole map here. We had taken and gone to, and if you guys want to expand out the map, I'll just point out what had happened in last session. So down here, in this room here, they fought some Kuatoas. They were going to open the doors here, in this area here, with these levers over here, and it didn't work out. the way they planned. So they had gone around. They figured out that the part of the lever trap for this thing here to open these doors over here, and they got a special chest here, and it should say, I think it's guiding chest is the name of it, and there's a little piece of paper that was inside of it. And then up here over in the corner, they had found 2 posts with these spears sticking out of them with buttons underneath them. And if I'm not mistaken, Kevy swam out there and pressed the buttons. The spear shot out of here and hit the poles here. And what it ended up doing is this metal slab was actually underneath the door over here behind it, and they pulled it out. But when they got to this point here, they realized that there was a key that they need to get to open this door.
Which we didn't have a hunter to pick lock at the time.
Hunters can't pick locks. What do you?
Can't-
What?
Those thugs.
No.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, they're supposed to do stealth.
It's supposed to be. Work.
And where have you been for our last few stealth attempts?
I've been DMing. So, that is currently what's gone on thus far. Hey, Marvy463, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So they had finished the area you got. This is for Dano and Sash. They had finished the area that you guys were in previously. They found a bandit of some kind in that room that you had smelled before. And then what is it? Watch you whistle. Open stream giant frogs deaths. Why? Yeah. So they had gotten to the room there. They got into a scuffle with the guys. Felice tried to intimidate and was unable to intimidate, and then they got into a scuffle, and then they found out that they didn't have any of the jewels and they wanted to steal the jewels from them, and then they moved to a different section and got into this area here. And now they have that one door left, and then there is the other section that from the main room where you guys went in, where you were not able to you did not go to the left, you guys only went to the right. So there's still that area left in the sewer as well.
We opened that chest.
Did we get this one? I thought we did. I think it's chest number 105. Chest number 105.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Right. So I think there was a door that we didn't open, like.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe another combination of levels? I'll try that, guys.
Maybe we can try it, yeah.
Alright, so are you guys moving down to the levers?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
I will move us to that area. And I will move our viewers to that area as well. There we go.
Well, I remember pulling mine sunk the whole thing, so... I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
I'll pull mine.
Okay, and then that causes them to go back under the water. You hear a clanking sound as gears and it sounds like a gear has gone loose, like pulling the lever on a winch, and it just kind of drops everything.
Okay.
Well, do you want to try going from the other way? So we go like this one, like
Yeah.
that one, and that one, and so forth.
Okay.
So I'll
Pops
put
out.
mine first.
All right. Well, when you pull that thing there, these two pop up. You hear a clicking sound, and all of a sudden you hear it slam, and they hold in place.
Oh.
Wait, why am I not
Down.
in the trap room?
Did you move?
No.
Okay. So the next one is going to be the red one. You hear another slamming sound. As the chains pull it up, it locks into place.
I think we're going in the same direction.
Yes.
So I'll
They actually
Gee,
moved,
I can't thank
so
you
they're
enough.
going in the same spot.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
very much for that follow, Marvy463. All right, which one is next, guys?
I'll pull mine.
Okay. Again, you hear that clanking sound.
Yeah, that's the same as how it was.
And we get the last one, and boom, everything comes together. All pieces are moved into place. Hold on just a second here. And the door appears.
Wait.
There is no lock on the door.
Do you want to do your little peek through the doorknob, door handle? I don't know.
Or you could just kick it.
I kicked the door, bomb.
Okay, sounds good. You kick the door in. And this is what is revealed.
Oh, I'm
That was anticlimactic.
Stay there.
I revealed this chest. What's in this one?
Okay. Roll initiative.
It's gonna attack me.
I tell you guys to go back and read the little note you got in the guiding chest.
Oh, it's gonna attack me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right, okay.
Guarding chest was a thing.
I got a 4, 6 even.
Nat 20. Oh, yeah.
All right, so let me pull this up real quick here.
Where's this guarding chest? Yo.
Oh, hold on.
Oh no! This is gonna bite me in the ass.
Literally from the sounds of it.
Yeah, 1 is true, 2 is not. Yikes!
Hold on just a second here.
Stop spawning those Des.
Yeah, I know you did. They work together. You have found yourself a couple of mimics.
Oh shit!
That
Oh,
is
they
right.
Turn into mimics.
That is right.
Yeah.
They did find themselves some mimics.
Is this
They're
like
looking at me in a
Dark
sexual
Souls
way.
level of mimics? Because, this is gonna...
All right. So first person going is going to be the mimic because it gets a bonus attack at the very beginning of this.
Of course it does.
Right. So and it is going to try and bite you, Kevy.
Oh, bite a pack.
And 17 to AC.
What's that?
Your armor class, look on your character sheet. I think your AC is 19, if I'm not mistaken.
19.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit you.
Woo.
All right, next is going to be Felice. You are first.
we hear any sort of like. I don't know. I think I'm just going off what it says on the guiding chest. Find them quickly or do not. Like, is there like a? I hear any sort of like noises?
Your danger sense does not have any. It doesn't seem to be affected by this. I think you internally know that these were the dangers that were waiting inside the room.
Okay, but I was more leaning towards the fact of like, do we lose the loot?
The other chest is still there.
Yeah, okay.
It's two giant chests come out and they have giant mouths with teeth and they're slobbering everywhere.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to actually look into those chests.
6. Yeah, I'm gonna look in the chest.
Okay. And okay. I will send you a message on what's inside the chest.
Okay.
So hold on. I'm just going to send it to you via Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here you go. That is what's inside the chest.
Okay. Okay, alright. I think that uses my turn.
Yep, that does. And next up after that is going to be Sashera. You are up.
Well, I need to move for a start. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That should be 4.
Okay.
And if I could mark this one.
This one there. No problem.
Okay, and then
We don't want to kill it. We just want to mark it.
and then I'm gonna use my
I mean-
split.
We can kill it if you want us. We're not going to argue.
Gonna use your split shot.
Still find it amusing that the dude's just like, oh, we're fighting. I'm just gonna go look.
Okay. Your
Because you stole your thunder.
No, it's just funny.
your second shot does hit there.
So that'll be my not marked, I think.
Yes.
So it'll just be the D8.
Okay. And there you go. Your arrow hits the mimic, and you can see it kind of reel back in pain, and then it growls even louder.
Oh. I think I pissed it off, Kevy, I'm sorry.
So does that mark mean we do more damage to it, or is that just her?
That's just her.
Okay.
If we were in 4E or 4th edition, you as a fighter would have a marking ability, but it wouldn't necessarily give you advantage on it. It just means that you would get like an extra attack of opportunity if it tried to attack anybody but you.
Oh, okay.
But no, fighters don't have marks in 5th edition. So next up after that is going to be Hayden.
Alright. I'm coming, Gabby. Okay, and then...
11 to AC, that is going to miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then next up after that is going to be Cleric. Cleric actually gets to go first before everybody, before other people.
Yeah, Kevin's got the cleric roll this time.
Yep. All right. What do we got? You do hit,
Yay.
and it also double check something real quick here. It takes the damage, and it also reels back and is angry with you. Rears its teeth, saliva comes out of its mouth, and it goes.
I could understand.
And next up is going to be the mimic up here, and then this mimic, I'm going to roll a d4 to see who it attacks. 1 or 2, it'll be Kevy. 3 or 4, it'll be the druid. It's attacking the druid. It's going to try and use its adhesive attack. Part of its hand comes out, and it comes to basically slap at you to attach itself to you, like an adhesive bond.
Oh,
Yay.
fun.
Inappropriate touching. I'm uncomfortable.
Go
And
again.
18 to AC.
I have 17, so that hit.
All right, so it does 4 damage to you, and you are now stuck to it.
Okay.
Basically, you have grapple. It's grappled. You're going to have to make a strength save in order to get out of it.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I will put a little grappling mark on you here to make sure we know what's going on with that. And next up after that, it is going to be Dano.
Right. Well. I will, I guess, start things off. Well, let's go for that. That
Okay.
has grappled paid.
Okay, sounds good. An Eldritch Blast, that does hit.
Boom.
Awesome. The blast from the force damage of the Eldritch Blast hits the mimic, and it kind of knocks him back, but his adhesive is still holding on to the druid. It
does, buddy. I tried.
it's kind of like trying to rip off a Band-Aid, but that Band-Aid is really holding on. Next up is going to be Kevy.
Oh, alright. So I attack the mimic right in front of me.
Sounds good. Go ahead and click on your...
My great sword.
Yes.
Roll that bad boy. Look at that. Oh, yikes.
Guess what, Kevy?
My first miss.
Never misses.
Oh,
You did
God,
hit.
Is that a hit?
That is a hit.
Oh, champ. Made my day. Now I gotta do this.
Should be 2d6 plus 4.
Yep.
And you can re-roll that 1 if you'd like.
Oh, I'd love to, mate. Oh,
Fantastic. So that means that it's 13 points of damage. That hit with your greatsword hits with such force that the mimic rees from the amount from the hit that it takes from it. It is now looking rather tattered. Next up is going to be this mimic here, and it's going to try and attack the cleric, and it's going to try and hit it with its sticky sticky goop.
Yay.
And 21 to AC.
You suck.
Yeah, that's a bit of a hit, isn't it?
It does 4 damage, and you are grappled. So it comes at you with these sticky goo-like tentacle things, and both of them come in and they slap you right at on the sides, and they stick directly to your plate armor, holding you in place.
This is just sounding like a really bad hentai.
Except for this would be more like a slime monster. It's a mimic. Basically looks like a giant chest, but its legs and whatnot.
I'm just picturing the one I've seen in Dark Souls.
Think of a muck slap in Pokemon. Felice, you are up.
You know what muck spelled backwards is?
Yes, we know what muck spelled backwards is. Okay, take an attack of opportunity. I think you can get to here and attack this one here without taking an attack of opportunity. Yep.
There you go. Less hassle for you.
Awesome. Let's go for it, man. Yep, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, Felice. Ooh. Beefy. The mimic definitely feels the weight of that greatsword hitting it. While it doesn't look as tattered as the other one, it definitely looks like it was severely hurt by that. All right, next up is going to be Sash. Sash, you're up.
Alright. We're doing the split thing again.
Go for it. Both hit.
Cool.
So let's do the marked one first, and then we'll do the other one after that. Okay. Awesome. So the mimic gets one of the mimics gets struck in the eye, and it is it is definitely more feels more riled and more prone to pissed off, ready to struggle. All right, next up is going to be Hayden. Hayden, you are grappled, so you're going to need to make a
About that.
About what?
I think he dropped out a couple of seconds ago.
Oh, he dropped out?
His computer may have crashed the way it looked.
Looks like it.
You do his turn for him or something.
Well, right now he'd need to make a strength check. That's the only thing he can make. If he just dropped out, has he dropped out for a while? Oh, he's back.
Yeah, it looked like he both dropped out of Discord and the game at the same time. So I assume.
Yeah, it looks like he's back
his
on
computer. His computer cracked or something. And there he is.
Yep. Let's take a look here. Let's see. I'll ask him what's going on real quick.
Is that your dog sash?
Huh?
The thing at the body
Hey.
levers.
He only has like 14 HP, so he sits out like a good boy.
Can I borrow that and maybe use it instead of me being attacked by the mimic?
You have more than 14 HP.
I have something that tastes way better than metal.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a strength check. I'm talking to Hayden. What is that Discord here? I'm gonna roll a strength check for him real quick.
I was gonna say, you already tried saving your butt once.
And we will figure this out. Oh, look at this! The druid with a -1 to strength makes his strength check and escapes the grapple. Makes her strength check, I should say. And she escapes the grapple of the mimic. Way to go. You can shift now. Hayden, I don't know if you're listening in or whatnot. I think he said the power went out, so I'm going to assume that he's going to shift. So I'm going to shift his character real quick here. And I will do probably tactically what you'd probably want to do, and that'd be shift back to here for his movement.
Alright. Not behind me.
Yeah, you're a human shield, Kevin. Didn't you know that?
Next up is going to be the cleric. So Alexander, I think you're next with a 12.
Alrighty. I think I have to break free.
Yep. So you have to make a strength check.
Because you can't, like, attack or grapple, can you?
Not when you're grappled, I don't think.
Alright, wasn't sure.
Well, kind of makes sense because, you know, he's holding you, so...
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say I missed it by 1.
Take a wild guess. Let's take a look at this. No, you actually make the strength check.
Okay.
So you are no longer grappled.
Cool.
All right. Next up after that is going to be one of the baddies here. Trying to see, did I miss somebody by chance? No, I didn't. Okay, so next up is going to be this baddie here, and he's going to attack the fighter. And he's going to miss. Trying to attack you with that gooey.
You better call it the mimic that always misses. Ha 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 ha.
And then after that, it is going to be Dano.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure this one's dead.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll blast that one up there.
Sounds good. And you do hit. Oof. Takes a blast like that. He looks like he's shambling. His what would you would consider legs on a mimic with that muck and whatnot make it look as if that his legs are just shaking. And he lets out a scream, but it's not a scream as in he's angry. It's as in pain, as if he's in pain. So, next up is going to be the fighter. Razortooth.
Gonna attack this bloke right here.
Sounds good, man.
Oh.
Nat 20. All right.
Yikes.
So now, because you are a half orc, and because because you are a half orc, you get to roll 66 plus 4.
66 plus.
Yes, because well, the thing is that you have as a half orc you have So naturally, with a critical hit like that, you get an extra weapon damage on top of it. But because you are a half-orc, when you with savage attacks, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you roll one of the extra weapon damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage on the critical hit. So basically what that is because you're running a greatsword, you have 2d6, so that means that you add another 2d6 on top of the 4d6 from the critical. And you end it. Well, how exactly do you destroy this thing with that attack?
Oh, my greatsword comes down and cuts off his lock like it's its head. Oh, easy.
The mimic is dead. It kind of fizzles out into a puddle of muck in the corner. A puddle of like grayish, like charcoalish muck, and it's just a puddle in the corner. Next up,
Yeah, he's dead, boys.
after that is going to be the other mimic. And that mimic is going to roll a d4. 1, 2, it'll be Felice. 3, 4, it'll be the cleric. It's going to go after the cleric again, and it's going to try and stick itself to the cleric with a bit there. It's going to miss.
Yay.
And then after that, we're going to start over again. It's going to be Felice is up.
Okay. Swing it right next to me.
That does hit.
Okay. Wait.
For 9 damage. All right. This mimic itself is also looking worse for wear. Next up is going to be Sashera.
Alright, since we've only got my marked target left,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to shoot because everybody's around the mimic, which means I can't get any close. Or can I?
Yeah, you got line of sight to him.
I could go like that, couldn't I?
Yep.
Okay, we're stabbing.
Unleash the stabbies. One of your stabbies hits, but it's not the one that you get the buff on. It's just the d6. So you roll 2d6. Awesome. This guy is also looking worse for wear. He also lets out a scream, but it's not a scream of anger. It's a scream of pain. And after that, it is going to be, I think it is Hayden's up next, and I'm pretty sure Hayden would use his produced flame here, so I'm going to roll to hit for that. It's d20 plus 6, if I'm not mistaken. And he does hit, and then he rolls a d8 for that, if I'm not mistaken as well. And does 4 fire damage to the mimic. The mimic is still alive. And after that, it is going to be... I think it is going to... Is Dano? No, it's the cleric, I think, goes next.
Beat it to death with a stick.
And your stick misses.
Cool.
Just barely
Nice
misses it.
stick work there, buddy.
I'm sorry, I don't have like 300 attack.
And then after that...
Neither do I, but
It should be... after that... Hayden, I think you're next. Or not Hayden, but Dano.
Right. Well, I will simply go for the last mimic that speak and see with an blast.
Sounds good. And it misses.
Okay.
And next up is going to be our fighter friend here. You can't get in there, but you can throw one of your hand axes at it.
I can just kill a teammate then. First, couldn't
Yeah, so just click the thing
I
for
throw
you.
a hand axe?
Yep. Sounds good. And Kevy connects. And I think it's a D6 plus 4.
So I sent you the
Like 1 damage.
brother.
And Kevy kills the mimic. Now,
Easy boys, he's dead.
yep, he is dead. So one thing about the room here that's really funny, as you're rummaging around that chest that Felice found some of the stuff inside there, and I will give you the information for that, you also end up finding a jewel, one of the missing jewels. And
Was it inside a mimic?
yes,
Weird.
the mimic had eaten the jewel, thinking, yeah, I just moved it myself. So let me put this on the layer, or on the layer so you guys can see it. I'll move this back, and here's the gem that you guys have found. Also, in the chest as well, that there is also a key to a specific door.
Oh, we know what door that's for, boys.
I know. Come on over here.
You know me too well. So combat has ended. What would you guys like to do?
Grab the key out of the chest.
All right.
So, in that chest that I opened was 500 gold and a deflecting rapier. Uncommon.
So for the squishies?
When you wield this weapon, if a ranged weapon attack would hit you, you can use your reaction to deflect the missile, forcing the attacker to re-roll its attack. If advantage or disadvantage, those still apply to the roll.
And there was yes, that is correct. Hold on just a second here, and I will send you guys that information real quick so you can see it on your. Hold on a second here.
So who does use a rapier? Anyone?
Pardon? Who knows how to use a rapier?
Use a rapier? Yeah.
I don't think anyone does use a rapier, but it is a magical item. And this should show up as chest number 55, and it should be in your journal. All right, so what would you guys like to do at this time?
Go to the door that we got the drawbridge to come out.
Heals? Does anyone need any heals first?
Oh,
I'm fine.
I am pretty sure that Layla only took a little bit of damage. Oh, She looks like she needs some heals.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to zoom in here, everybody, and we're going to move into where they're at over here.
Can we just chuck a potion?
Yep. All right, that gives her.
Exact polar opposites.
Yep, I think she's about 3 lost. Breadcrumb fungus in the water. That is not bread. That's a boulder. Unfortunately, we're using the free version of Roll20, and that was one of the only kind of rocks that they had that they could use. So I am going to assume that you're going to try and use the key on the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Do we want to like see if anyone's on the outside first, or is anyone?
Do you think it would be a trap?
Could be.
I mean, nothing would surprise me at this point.
So what would you guys like to do?
Use the key?
Use the key. The key fits into the slot perfectly, and if you do turn it, do you turn the key?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear it click, and you hear a latch, a very, very heavy latch unlock it. As a matter of fact, when you go to turn the key, it's as if, what is it, you're having to use a lot more force than you normally have to turn that key, and then you hear a giant slam as the lock opens up.
Well, so much for salt.
And you can hear some scratching on the inside of the room.
Yay.
And when you
Go on. Looks like there might be a mouse infestation.
and the door itself slowly opens itself up, and here's what you find inside the room.
Is there a dragon?
You find yourself.
What one is it?
I don't want to go near the dragon.
You find yourself with a blue and a green wormling, and I'm going to make sure our viewers can see as well. You open the door to find yourselves against a blue and a green wormling in the same room.
Oh, is that all?
And up in the corner, what you find, or not in the corner, but in the center, in this section right here, if I can get this pointer to work, is a horde. A small horde that they have amassed here. And right here is that beautiful, pretty, silver scepter head.
I would like to rage.
Shine.
Can we just I'm just gonna go after we kill these things, I want to drag their heads up to the king and be like, "Can you stop your wizards from throwing shite down here?" Seriously, it's still big enough to fit a drag. Well, wormlings fight if I want to be specific. God damn it, man.
All right. So the wormlings, they're able to speak Draconic.
What a coincidence! I cannot.
So if only I was on one of my dragon
If
characters.
only we had a dragonborn paladin.
Oh, shut up, you.
There's a story behind this, and now I'm curious. Pray tell.
Well, remember my first character was a dragonborn paladin. Then we did there when we did the first run. Yeah, he was a dragonborn paladin.
He was.
I made a tiefling.
I was there. I
And then
vaguely remember him.
yeah.
Sorry.
You're right. Yeah. So that's why she's saying that. and looking at me.
Part of my character development was centered around your character, and then you ditched it.
I didn't know. You didn't tell me you were doing something like that, I
Because it's
probably
supposed to
would have
be secret.
Secret character.
don't even know what your
So
character
secret,
is.
even the person who's supposed to be part of it doesn't know.
Well, the two wormlings turn to your group, and they're definitely staring at you, and they notice, that they definitely have a sense of smell for valuables. And they have a feeling that you guys are carrying valuables.
So, quick weird question. The person who's the Eldritch Blast Warlock guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he not speak Draconic?
I'm a tiefling.
That doesn't... Still a spellcaster, though.
You're probably thinking of Infernal, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's Infernal, not Draconic.
That's my other language. I've got Common and Infernal.
Oh, yeah. And I guess having linguistics as a spellcaster isn't the thing game I've got.
Well, it is.
See, I still get confused.
The only problem is that like they've changed linguistics out, and you can like take extra languages if you're a wizard now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking then.
Yep.
Oh well.
But I think you
I'm a
can still.
warlock,
I think there's still the linguistics feat that you can take if you get a feat. So let's take and roll for initiative.
Let's whoop some dragon ass. Oh,
Cleric
damn.
roll, boys. I'm just gonna chill back here. Ooh.
Whoop some dragon ass.
See, I got a chance to pick 3 people right now.
Yes, I'm taking.
Yeah.
The clerics.
I will be 2 seconds longer.
So, but I love it how we've got. I rolled a 3, freaking Cleric rolled a 3, then Kevy and Felice both rolled a 6, and there's Sash on a 24 now.
Awesome.
Bloody show off.
Sash, you go first.
She's AFK, just ran to the bathroom.
All right. Actually, I need to run real quick. I will be right back in just a second.
Oh, bathroom break. Yeah, big.
Everyone just take a bio.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna go grab myself a tea. I'll be right back.
Myself a new drink.
All right, and we're back. Is Sash back yet? Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Watch you, Wazools. Everyone bioed.
Yeah, but
Dan Zool. Dano, you can roll an Arcana check while we're waiting. I'll let you roll a free Arcana check.
Okay, so like, is this the last piece that we need, or was there still bits missing?
This is the last main piece that you would need.
Okay.
Because you guys have the stalk, but you needed the head of the scepter, and then the head of the scepter you can see at the very top of the pile, of the small pile that the dragons have.
Do we also need all of the jewels, or have we got those?
You do not have all of the jewels yet.
Okay, so we're not finished yet.
I'll pay you
Just
$5
checking.
and rest of the jewels.
Look, another 6.
Do you take bribes?
All right, so we got initiative rolled. Sash, you're up first.
Okay, fudge. I'm not gonna get line of sight unless I move into here, am I?
You can get... If you... Yeah, you're going to have to be there to get line of sight.
Okay, alright, I guess target the green one.
Okay, sounds good. I assume you're marking that one then? Okay.
And, single shot.
All right. Sounds good. You do hit it.
This is the D8 plus 4. And then the D6.
Yes. Your arrow slings through the air and strikes the wormling on its midsection. It definitely notices the hit. Next up is going to be that same wormling.
Oh god.
It's 1,
I'm gonna get fireball. Someone help.
5, and it comes to the door, and it releases its breath weapon.
Yay.
Poison, I'm
Fudge.
guessing.
Yep, it is poison.
I should have stayed outside the door.
And that means that I would need what is it? Sash, Felice, and Kevy. You three need to roll a Constitution check.
Oh, get points.
Okay. And Felice, I need your Constitution check as well. Felice, you do save.
I think he's good.
Yep. So hold on just a second here. So Kevy and Sash, you both take 15 points of damage, and you are both poisoned. And then Felice, you take 7 points of damage, and you are poisoned.
I can't click on my person to change the health.
Or 7 points of damage, and you are not poisoned, sorry. But you take poison damage. Okay, hold on here.
Can someone step in front of me, please?
And,
From my fighter ranger.
and then the dragon ends its turn. Next up is going to be, well, Felice and Kevy C, you guys can choose who goes first.
Kevin can go first.
Okay, Kevy, go ahead and go.
So it's got an attack opportunity of 1 round around.
No, you can make it up to the if you run up to here, you can attack him from there.
Like if I go like that, or do I have to go there?
Oh no, you can make that. I'll let you. I'll allow it. So go ahead.
Just stay. Yeah.
Okay.
I attack old ugly green face. Now I gotta pull up the bloody. Where are we? Great sword. There we are. Boom. Great sword adjusts to swing.
And you do hit.
Yeah, well, because what is my name?
The never misses.
12 d6 for roll.
Okay, and you have the chance to re-roll that 2 if you want.
I would love to, sir. Oh,
And get the same note. It's all good. And that... Alright. The wormling mutters in Draconic, and you can tell that he's in pain.
Yeah, I'm only trying to put him out of his pain.
Next up is going to be Felice.
I'll do something.
So, what's funny is my character speaks Common, Draconic, Goblin, and Orc. How is this?
I'm not sure.
It's proficiency, heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, shields, Common, Draconic, Goblin, Orc, simple weapons. Huh?
That's actually really strange. I don't think you're supposed to have that many skills and whatnot.
I didn't build it.
All right, your greatsword misses. As a matter of fact, when you go to hit it, your greatsword actually bounces off and does no damage.
Wait.
Next up after that is going to be... it can be between Dano or... what is it? Dano or... what is it? The cleric.
You can go first if you want to.
Yeah, okay. I will simply hit the greeny boy with an Eldritch Blast.
Sounds good. Oh, Kevy, I forgot to have you roll your Constitution save. If you want to roll that now for me. That's my fault. I forgot to tell you that. Your Eldritch Blast does hit. You miss your Constitution save, and you take 4 damage, Kevy. And you do 8 damage to the wormling. It is still alive.
Honestly, if I killed it with that, I would probably just die.
Next up after that is going to be our cleric buddy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Okay.
Is that right or no?
That is correct.
Meh.
And you miss, unfortunately. And then it's going to be the next dragon here.
I went before someone.
And because you understand Draconic, I'm going to send you a message of what he says to the other dragon.
Oh, lovely.
You want some shroud?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, this is gonna be funny.
All right. So I will need Sash, Kevy, Alexander, and Felice. I need you all to roll a dexterity check for me.
If I do not survive this, I swear to God. Hell yeah! I am backflipping the fuck out.
Sash, you take no damage.
Woo!
Okay. Okay. Hold on just a second here.
I did the turtle thing like the paladin does. I just turned away from it, crouched down.
If it makes any difference, do I get the advantage because of a danger sense?
You get the what?
Advantage.
Oh, for danger sense? Yes, then you do.
Yeah.
You do save. All right, so Kevy,
I'm dead.
you sure? You take 15
rolled
points of damage.
Yep.
15 points of lightning damage.
Anyone
a
got a
lightning.
potion?
The blast from that thing also kills this dragon here. So the blue wormling killed the other dragon as well. And then, so after that, the cleric, you take, was it 7 points of damage?
I have less health than your dog, Sash. A lot less.
What do you mean?
If you have a lot less, you should be dead, like, earlier. Our
have
dog's
five
only got,
health.
what, 14 health or something?
All right,
Said
Sash.
the dog had 12 health.
Sash, I think it's your turn.
Is it? Oh, did we kill the green one?
No, this dragon here killed the green one.
Oh. Oh.
I told you something funny was gonna happen.
And so
What, now they don't have to share?
The bitch, my turn now.
That's actually exactly what he said. Is I never planned to share the.
Okay, well, if I can, I'd like to go to this corner so I can get out of the freaking line, like his line of.
right. Okay.
And am I able to cure my poison with cure wounds, or is that health only?
I think you have to do lesser restoration is the one that you need. Cure wounds only will give you cure wounds will only give you HP. It doesn't take away status effects.
Okay, well in that case, let's Hunter's Mark the greedy one, and we'll have a shot.
All right, go for it.
Ooh,
That definitely hits.
eat that, bud. I'm too ninja for you.
How do I kill this poison? Because it's going to kill me on my turn.
All right, and then Sash, roll a Constitution check to see if you cure your poison,
I guess you gotta make
and
the
you
save.
do save.
Yay!
And next up is going to be, after Sash, it is. I'm pretty sure it's everybody, and then the then the
The dragon, yeah.
dragon.
So it should be Kevy or Felice.
Yep.
And then
Who went?
me.
So Kevy went first last time.
I went-
Kevy, you go ahead and go.
Yeah, how do I kill this? Because I'm dead if I have to roll Constitution.
Well, you can use what's your second wind. Is an
So if I
ability
die, I
that.
come back to life.
No. Your second wind is an ability that the fighter has, and what it does is it allows you to gain hit points. You use your turn, but you gain hit points. Do you see it there?
Trying to find it. Oh,
Okay.
limited world stamina.
Okay, it's on the right-hand side there near that
Yeah.
bottom section. It should be at the very top. It's the second
Equal
wind.
to 1d10 plus your fighter level.
So it'd be 1d10 plus 4. And what this does is that this causes you to use that action, and you can still move. If you want to move out of the way, you can, but you can use that action as to cure yourself. So roll 1d10 plus 4. All right, so you gain 12 hit points, and make your Constitution check.
Let me add this. So what's that? 15 health.
So put yourself at 17.
Cheers.
And then now do your Constitution save. And you save. You are no longer poisoned.
So I was on 5 health.
And next up is Felice.
I would like to rage.
Rage away.
We should ask the all important question. What triggers your rage? Is there like a specific thing you just think about that makes you so damn angry that you just go into a rage? Like gnome. Like how dare those little shits be so damn small?
The
Only thing they're good
wormling
for is punting.
the wormling takes out its claw and sticks it up at his nose and picks a booger out, looks at it, and flicks it on the ground. The barbarian rages.
You wasted a good booger! I'm angry!
I'll need to think of something and get back to you.
It's all good.
I'm just... whatever you do.
Well, I mean, it could be one of those things that what is it? Just you do hit with that, by the way. The 17 does hit. It could be that your rage just allows you, not necessarily that you get angry, but you could get excited at the same time, like excited at the prospect of death, excited at the prospect of a really good fight. Yeah, basically
Excited
like a
at the
bloodlust.
prospect of having this dude laid out on your like carpet at the house.
Right.
I have a new piece for the battle!
I've got a good name.
Say that'd be fun to show them off.
That'd be me. Be like, I'm gonna carve your head and mount it over the fireplace.
I know what your name is. Your name is Boots. Boots and leggings.
Take it out of Monster Hunter. We're like, you're my next shoulder piece.
All right,
Actually,
so
that's a great idea. I'm taking both their heads for shoulder pieces.
next up is going to be, after those two, it should be Dano or Alexander.
It's Dano. We've already decided this.
I guess I'll have to move. About here to get one. And let's just go with the next again.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast misses.
Boo.
It does connect with the dragon, but the dragon kind of uses its scales and whatnot to deflect it. Hey, Marvy463, welcome back.
I was gonna. It just like sees the blast coming and just flutters a wing very lightly at it, and the small breeze from its wing just
Right. It does the thing that what is it that Nergigante does, where it just kind of opens its wings up and sends a blast itself to flick it off to the side.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
Next up after that is going to be Alexander. Can you join the game? This one here, we're kind of full up right now. We've got 6 players. That does hit, and you do your 5 damage.
Okay, basically using the bonus action for spiritual weapon, appearing behind him,
Okay.
and hitting him.
Okay. Awesome. And next up after this, it's going to be the dragon himself. So the dragon...
Why am I back in the line flow? God.
Huh?
Everyone shifted around to the dragon's like right side, so now he's gonna aim in that direction.
I was on 5 health.
So the dragon turns to the barbarian, and he goes to bite at the barbarian. He opens his mouth, his teeth open up, and you can see what is it like crackling of electricity going across his teeth as his bite comes down. And he rolls for that.
What's with the mushroom?
Did you
Clerics,
not
like,
read what I
spiritual
typed?
hammer.
Oh, you did the whole mystical hammer thing. It looks like a mushroom.
It's just a warhammer made out of force.
So 15 to AC.
What color is the force to you?
Purple.
She says everything is purple. Do not ask her what colors of what.
You know what? There's an inappropriate joke there, but I'm gonna lay off for once.
Yeah, let's wait till after the stream.
My God, have you found resolve?
Look, you're knocking the filter loose. Stop it.
All right, Felice, 15 to AC.
Oh yeah, that hits. Sorry.
Okay, so you have resistance to
Yeah.
physical attacks. So with your resistance in place, you would take what is it? 7 damage total, and that's including resistance.
Right. Okay.
All right. So next up after that is going to be Sashera.
We need to do some more pew-pews.
Okay.
Oh.
That pew pew does not hit.
Oh.
And next up is
Statues.
next up is going to be I think it's Kevy. Kevy, you're next.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I get hit, do I
it'll be-
get attack of opportunity because he's already there? Or does that not work?
No, you should be able to step over the body. I don't think you're getting.
But, like, isn't it an advantage because since like we've already got one person attacking the dragon, or is that not?
No, you would.
You gotta be on the other side.
You'd have to be on the other side, like somewhere like here or here.
I was just going.
So, Marvy, what about later? Sure, but it might be a while. I mean, we this group we've been established for since December. We've been playing with the same group here, and I try not to go over 6 players. So,
What's my
Kevy,
name again?
Kevy, you missed.
What? That's 16.
The 16 misses.
What?
Yeah, I remember. I got a 16 last.
Let's put it this way.
basically-
Okay, Kevy, you did hit the dragon. You just didn't damage the dragon.
Oh.
Do you even swing, bruh?
Like your sword connected with the dragon. It just didn't damage the dragon.
More just kind of bounce.
So, basically, we killed the weak and sickly one first, and now we're stuck with the big and badass.
Maybe.
No, it was more the lightning dragon decided to kill the little one.
All right,
No, I know,
Felice.
but like, obviously, we didn't have that much health.
Sure.
Hold on, I'm just trying to look up something so I know. Well, or someone can explain exhaustion to me. Or
Explain.
whether it, like, does
What-
exhaustion disappear on short rest?
What disappears at short rests?
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion. Yeah. Yeah, exhaustion disappears after short rests.
Okay. All right.
I don't think you're exhausted though, are you?
No, but I would like to frenzy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
He
good.
would like to exhaust himself.
Okay, let's take a look at this here. And what does Frenzy do for you?
Oh, good morning.
I can make an attack as a bonus action.
Make an attack as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay,
Am
your...
I understanding that right?
I think so.
Did I get another swing?
Yes. And we'll just take that other one that you got there as your other swing, which is a crit, so go for it.
Am I doing 4d6 or am I just doubling the roll?
That's 4. It should be 46. For 21 points of damage. This guy's looking a little worse for wear, guys.
Quick, breathe on him like he did his friend.
Next up after that should be, I think it's after Felice should be Dano.
Yep.
Okay. And then it'll be our cleric buddy.
I will. Keep it simple. Oof.
Ooh, awesome. Go for it. Roll your damage.
So what's that again? Is it still
2D
the normal roll?
It should be
Or is it
2d10 plus.
plus my charisma?
Yep. 15, and your blast kills the dragon. How did it happen, man?
Well, I was kind of pissed off at the dragon for like just brushing my last attack off like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just staring at this thing who's really not paying much attention to me. You know, looking at. Thinking to myself, you know what? No, I'm gonna make this guy realize his mistake for looking away from me. So as I fire off my my Eldritch Blast, I form it in that of like a giant curved blade that just slashes its head clean off.
Awesome.
It's like no screwing around. I'm just making this thing regret looking away.
So we have a dragon now with a severed head, bleeding out, lying on the ground.
Basically.
All right, so you guys have found the scepter, which is up here, and we'll move our cameras in. Camera view in so you guys can see this. And up here you guys find the scepter. So, I assume you guys are going to take it. And what you find in the room is... I'm just going to call it the head chest because I was using chests before, but because they're dragons, I made sure that they had a hoard instead. It's not a big hoard, but it's a hoard.
I mean, it's stuff that people would have flushed down the toilet.
Yeah.
It's something.
Hey, one man's, well, as the saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure, so...
Okay, and it should just say head chest.
Hey, a scroll for prayer of healing. That's a great idea. Wait, no, that's the wrong one, isn't it?
No.
Or do we have a second one that's the prayer of healing in the barricade?
Yep. There you go.
I guess we have two of those now.
And then you should have a dexterous belt as well. Or a belt of dexterity of some kind?
Give it to Sasha now.
Dynamic belt, that's what it is. Did you, are you guys able to see it?
Anytime you fail a dex save, he gets a re-roll. Give it to her.
So, now we have the choice. You guys have collected all the pieces except for a few jewels. Do you guys want to go and get the jewels? Or do you guys want to exit out of the sewer?
Jewels, but jewels.
Can we take the time
Hey,
that
Desperado, hang on. Do we want to get the jewels or leave the sewer, Desperado?
I mean, don't we get more money if we get the jewels?
True.
So-
I mean, how many
There-
jewels are we missing?
There's like 2 of them left, right?
We checked in the corner chest there, yeah?
Yep, that's that I had that chest as a placeholder so I could use it in place of the horde.
I get to be Thor for about a minute until this dissipates.
So, what would you guys like to do at this time then?
We'll find the rest of the jewels, yeah?
All right. Well, I will skip us over to that location if that's okay with everybody.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
we
walk
took it.
there is kind of exhilarating. That's fine.
All right.
Although
And we
before we
obviously
go,
Obviously,
Before
took
we
a
go,
short
do we
break
wanna
so I
spend
don't
10
get exhaustion, yeah?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, do we want to like heal up in here?
Yeah.
I got the crap slapped at me. I don't know about the rest of you.
Hey, I'm trying to make it fun. Fun and challenging.
So much fun. Eh,
Okay, so everyone gets
Everyone heals
14.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, very
oh,
nice. I
check.
like that.
That'll be the actually, the scroll would still work the same way, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? 'Cause it's the same base
Yep.
level plus my 2.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll say I burn one of the scrolls so I still have a level 2 spell.
Okay.
Might need it.
Sounds good. Kevy, you have how many more hit points that you can?
What's my total?
I will double check that.
Oh,
Oh!
I think you have like 38 or 40 total. Yeah, you have 40 total.
I'm missing
So-
one.
If you wanted to chug a potion, you could and get full up.
Should
How
I
do do
review
that?
it? Hold on. Healing juices. And funny enough, you got full up.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. You are a full. What about you, Sash? What do you need?
I don't need to put 15 hit points, I believe. So what did we actually heal up 10?
We healed 14. Everybody healed 14.
Okay, so
that gives you.
Is there an overheal?
39 out of 40. I'll be fine with that.
Okay. What was that, Kevy?
There's not. You can't overheal. Can
No, you can't. But what you can do is you can get temporary hit points, but you have to either have a specific skill or class or whatnot to get those temporary hit points to give you extra health on top. All right.
And I
Like-
do not.
Yeah, I do. Basically, I gain was a 5 for every time an enemy dies or something.
Yeah, that's like necromancy, though. That's usually what pertains to that type of stuff, like false life and all that jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to move your
Vampiric touch,
characters in
false
here,
life.
and then I'll move you in there as well.
I'm just texting. Oh, I feel loved. My video game was.
Okay. That's everybody in there. And I need to put our doggo in there as well. Okay. And then I will pull you guys into the room. Alright, now everything should be shifting over. And you should be able to see. I know the screen's black. Give me just a second here, and I will find Is there no fog of war? Oh, there's the fog of war. Okay, there we go.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
So you guys find yourself in this area here. Go ahead and fill in your AC and everything. And I will reveal more of the area to you. Okay, hold on just a second, Kevin.
Yeah, no, I'm just chilling.
Just chilling while tripping traps, probably.
Oh, is that true?
Yep.
Oh. I didn't know they could be traps.
So Wachi Wazul said you guys should have tamed the wormlings.
Well, I could have talked to him, but we didn't really have much of a chance. Because I didn't realize I could talk to them until after they tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
hmm
Excuse me.
Sadly, it's not like where it's anything convenient like in WoW, where you essentially throw like dog treats at the thing, yelling at it to love you as it's an unremarkable bastard.
Well, we have gold. We could literally throw gold coins at it and tell it to love us. And
Yeah.
it would.
Well, yeah,
because it
maybe.
loves gold.
Yeah.
But
You'd be
it's not
like,
loving
hey.
us, it's loving the gold. It's loving the fact we're giving it gold,
No,
but it's not really loving us.
Bear with me. He kills off the green one, right? And we're like, hey, we've got all this extra gold. How would you like to be our accountant? I'm sure he would have jumped right on that bandwagon. We could have carted him around.
Except if he didn't want to share with the, other dude, what do you think he's gonna just like not just try to kill us and take all our gold himself?
Yeah. I don't mean to go meta, but you guys realize that those were not chromatic dragons. They were chromatic dragons. They weren't the like brass or copper or silver dragons.
The reasonable ones.
Yeah, like your brass, copper, silver, gold dragons. Those ones are actually good. Like
Well, it can be.
they can be good. They're more likely neutral good, lawful good, or even chaotic
So
good.
basically, those ones we could attempt to somewhat reason.
Yeah, those ones you can reason with. The ones like the ones that are like green, blue, black, whatnot, red. Those kind of dragons, they tend to be evil and they tend to hoard money like you wouldn't believe.
They are always evil. Don't know why.
Not enough attention when they were young, clearly.
Could have possibly been a wizard that tried to tame a dragon that was like that and then decided to flush it down the toilet.
Do you want to be my friend? No. Goodbye.
Whoosh. Ooh, look at him swirl. All right, so everyone ready to move?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Well, it depends. Anybody want to wade in the water?
Like the diaper?
Maybe. It really depends.
I don't like the way he keeps saying that.
I've known him long enough that I don't trust this situation at all.
Depends are a U.S. brand of adult nappies. So.
Thank you for explaining that. That made it even better.
So, if you guys are moving forward, I will show more of the map here. See.
There's only one thing to do in this situation.
Perceive. Nothing.
Water looks like water.
It is green
The water
and flowing.
is wet.
thank you, Captain Obvious.
You do a double take because you think you see something in the water, and all you notice is something brown floating down past you in the sewer.
Look, there's those wormlings. Trust for each other.
Felice, while you don't notice anything major, your danger sense is telling you that there's possibly something in this area.
Oh, you did? You like it?
Oh. I better do something about it.
What are you gonna do? Yell random insults at it?
Ooh,
Your
no.
mother was a hamster!
So you went to the
I activated a
biome and
special
got it.
ability.
Proud of you. So wait,
You,
get a spider sensibility? Pretty cool.
Yeah, you believe that we should move quietly and try not to make much noise through this upcoming area.
You're mad.
Fully armored, zero dexterity cleric would love to do that for you, but can't.
Thank you very much, Felice. I appreciate it.
I unlocked the power of loot boxes.
Woo! All right.
Danger sense is going off. Right.
Yep. Well, do you have to use it? Is your danger sense just a passive, or is that an active? I didn't know if it was a passive or active skill.
I don't know.
Uncanny thing when things is at second level, you gain the uncanny sense when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you have to dodge away from danger. You have advantage saving throws. Oh, okay, I see what it is. I read that wrong before. I thought that gives you an extra bonus for when things are about to go bad. Never mind, my bad. Well,
I think it's just things that
Keep playing it like that.
Yep. Well, he did roll a 22 in perception at the same time, so that's why I'm also giving that to him.
Nice. By the way, somebody apparently fell asleep in the middle of ordering last night, so if you would like some meat lovers pizza or bacon cream cheese pizza, it's in the fridge.
I'll go get some right now.
Sleepy college students, huh?
Yeah, I'll get some too. Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, I thought I muted my microphone. I apologize. Josh woke up and I was just telling him about the pizza I got last night.
That's alright. It was just funny because you're like just casually added on the thing about the pizza. And we're like, what
Anyone in Australia wants pizza? It's in the fridge. Yeah, great.
Well, I'd offer it to you guys too, but I don't know if it'd be here when you got here.
We
are two very fat people that like pizza.
You should know. You never offer a man pizza, then withdraw it.
No, I didn't withdraw it. I just said, if you want it, you better hurry the hell up. There's a difference.
All right.
It's like I said, we're fat people. We'll fight for it.
So you have an uncanny sense, Felice, that that moving through this next area, you should probably tiptoe more than just kind of just trudge through it.
My thingy's going off, and I think we've got some company here. Do you reckon we should sneak through? Get the drop on them?
Yeah. If someone rolls a stealth check, I will say that they're going to help the entire group try and get through this area without making much noise.
Again, do you really want me to?
Everyone just looks at Sam.
Hey, you, the one that's usually in the forest and quiet. Help us.
Well, there's no doors this time, so we should be okay.
Oh.
Doors are the issue.
Well, everybody is able to walk through the area without any problems, though you do notice something every now and then moving through the water here. Hold on a second. I just I needed to put reveal, and I put in hide. So as you guys make your way across here, you're able to do it quietly enough without causing any commotion.
So we're like up here again.
Yep.
Well,
You guys can get over to this location here.
oh, okay. All right.
Where is my popper? There he is.
And Alexander, if you'd like to join us.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
and let me
reading,
reveal
reading
the-
something like a moron. Forgive me.
No problem.
Look out ahead again.
Yep. Looking out ahead, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
So I still don't see what I thought I heard, or I don't know. Did I hear it, or is it just a sense?
It was just a sense that you had that we need to be quiet through here. That there might be something lurking.
Why is Kevy upside down?
As you guys move this direction,
Strong.
as you guys are moving down this direction, you start to feel that sense of anticipation like lessening as you move towards this direction.
Moving this way and we've
Okay.
quickly
Hold on just a second. Let me get this all put in here like this. There we go. Let me try and get this as well here. There we go. And this is what you guys see next.
I guess the question is, do we want to go in the middle room or the door on the left?
middle room, I guess. Clear it out before we move on.
Sounds good. Do we
Okay.
walk around there again?
You'd run
All right.
straight track.
Let me reveal the area a bit more here.
So it seems pretty safe now.
So we got here, and hold on just a second.
Wait there, Kev. They stop. Yeah.
I tripped the trap, then.
No, I just had to. I just wanted to reveal more area to you real quick, and I'm going to show it to our viewers as well here, so they can see what you guys, what you guys see. Let me zoom out just a bit here, and this will show them exactly what you guys see. So what would you guys like to do?
Wait for everyone to
Check
catch
out
up. Kevy?
the middle room, boys.
Okay.
Is there a lock on this door?
There is not a lock on the door.
What do we want to do with the door, boys?
Oh, wait a sec, everyone.
Is everybody joining up, or do we have people wanting to go to different rooms?
One sec. I will head down.
No, we just have people half asleep.
Oh, forgive me. I did just finish like a 14-hour shift. Not that big a deal.
All right. What would you like to do?
How do we want to open the door, boys? Quietly, loudly?
Quiet.
Ooze. Watch you, Azul is saying ooze. No, they fought the ooze. What is it? 2 sessions ago? 3 sessions ago? You guys got that gelatinous ooze?
Shh.
That thing.
I don't want to talk about it. Because I knew what it was and nobody else did. And it was terrible. Because I ain't no metagamer.
A baby. Is that a Tarask?
Yes, you know what a Tarask is.
Yes, yes. It's a baby Tarask. That's what's in the room.
Or it only eats small cities.
All right, so what are we doing with the door here?
We'll open it.
Now I'm scared there might be an ooze behind it.
All right, let's
I don't
open
want
up
it anymore.
the room here. And this is what you see.
Don't trust
Honestly,
that
I'm more concerned about nothing in this room.
Alright, I'm just gonna. I think I've got one of the highest perceptions, maybe?
I want dude to go run straight for the chest again.
Or someone
I'll watch
else
the
has
show
got
back here.
Okay.
Can I, like, sniggle in and do, like, a perception check?
Sure, go for it.
Ew.
You gaze into the darkish room, but you don't really notice anything around you. And it's the same for you, Felice. You don't really notice much.
Can,
That's
Okay.
awesome.
I
Nothing
don't
here
do a
except for
perception
chest.
check.
Clearly.
Yeah, there's
Should I just try mine for the hell of it?
Yeah, I'll let you try for the hell of it.
Why is it getting
Go for
worse?
it. Go for it, Dano.
Where?
Well,
I will let you roll this perception check because I don't think you have made. So you guys don't really notice anything in the room. You're staring directly in front of you, and you see nothing around you.
I'll see the treasure chest or anything.
You see the treasure chest, but you don't see anything in the room.
Well,
Can my
free
wolf roll a
loot.
perception check?
Let's go get it.
No, because his roll goes with you.
Aww. But he has +1 to
Stop.
wisdom.
Hammer time. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
And then from inside the room, you hear a screeching sound come to you that affects that pierces your eardrums. And you guys have all been focusing on what is inside the room directly in front of you, but you did not look above you. And crawling
Oh.
on top of the ceiling up there are a couple of gricks.
What's a
What
great?
the F is a grick? Looking this up.
Something bad if that guy's crying.
I'm googling.
Ugh.
Oh no! I don't want.
Something tells me they found the grapes.
Yep,
Hell no.
Yep. This is a
And
good thing we're out here, eh?
and this Grick right here makes an attack towards Kevy, and he makes a double attack.
Don't be a nuts, man. Watch out.
Guys, these things look ugly. Please help.
So the Grick comes down with his tentacles to come and grab at you, and his tentacles miss you, but his beak hits. So a Grick is kind of like a Grick is kind of like a land octopus.
So one with tentacles and a beak. Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the tentacles coming down, they miss you, but the beak
Dash
comes
just
down.
found
And,
the Grick's ultimate form.
yes, it's disgusting, isn't it?
Octopus snake worm. Yeah, pretty much.
No. Just watch. Just watch. No,
I'll put it in
you'll
the
see
main
my
channel.
ultimate.
All right, so when the beak comes down and hits you, it deals 4 damage to you.
So
And then next up, or let's roll initiative.
Yeah, we need to roll it. Yeah, I was gonna 10 or 12 even.
Ha ha!
On form.
God,
Yes.
I am not getting any good high rolls.
What are you talking? What are you talking about? You crit. You crit
Okay, fine.
at the very
Uncrit.
end there.
I'm talking about initiative.
Initiative. Okay. Okay.
I don't
Sash.
think I rolled above a 10 in initiative.
Sash, you're going first again, I think.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
All right, Sash, you're up. It's basically going to be everybody and then the monsters.
I'm gonna step into the corner of the room, and I'm gonna mark the brown one by the tanks, because
Sounds
I
good.
don't want to piss the other one off.
All right, so they are on the ceiling, and the people on the ground do not have reach to hit
No,
them.
but at least he's gonna go for them and not me is more
Right.
my thing.
So you're going to have to use ranged weapons unless they fall to the ground.
I mean, that's what pew-pews are for. Yee.
Yep. And your pew-pews hit.
There's a D8 plus 4. 1d6.
Okay. And that drops him. Okay. And he needs to make a quick save. And he does. Next up is going to be the cleric. Going second?
Yeah, that's a thing.
So you're going to either need to use a ranged weapon or use magic.
Okay. Give me a second. Might as well take a shot at it.
Mm-hmm. It does hit. Or no, it doesn't hit. Sorry, my bad.
Yay! It did it again.
It did miss. Alright, next up is going to be... Kevy, you're up.
Alrighty, so.
You're gonna have to use your hand axe.
Yeah, the good old great sword. Yeah.
Your greatsword won't hit it. It's too far away. It's
the
on...
one above me.
Yeah, it's on the ceiling.
What? I roll the hand axe.
You're mad.
And it misses.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Attack.
Kevy, thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate it, man. You rock.
Oh, what? No worries, buddy. Hang on, I'm gonna fix that up.
Next up is going to be who's it? We had Kevy, and then it's going to be Dano. Dano, you're next, and then it'll be Felice.
Okay. I'll go.
Oh, Sash, thank
You're
you.
mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys.
No worries, pal.
You're mad.
Okay.
Thank
I
goodness for that, because if I
shall.
wasn't, this would probably never work.
I shall.
Kevy, you rock.
What I shall use. Where is it? I shall start off with a. I think is that the one I'm thinking of? No, let's just stick to an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And so I'll go for the one that's been marked.
All right, sounds good. You do hit.
Okay.
Oh, the music shut off. Let me fix that. There we go.
Numbers there.
It's a D10 plus 4. Yep, okay. Sounds good. And hold on just a second here. Roll this here. And the Grick falls to the ground. This Grick here is now on the ground.
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
That guy, you rock. Thank you very much.
Feel bad that it took me long enough to get the damn thing to work.
Tell me about.
All right, so next up is going to be... Everyone's had a turn, so it's going to be this Grick's turn. And it is...
I haven't had a turn.
Oh, you haven't had a turn. Okay, go for it then.
Yeah.
Yep, you hit.
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Dano, thank you very much. I appreciate it. For 13 damage, the Grick is dead.
I didn't realise 25 worked out to be 17.
I'm going to activate my boots.
Okay, go for it.
I think he's on the ceiling still, yeah.
He is still on the ceiling.
Yeah, so, javelin.
Throw your sword at him. Show him what's up.
Ooh, javelin hits.
Hell yeah.
I think it's D6 plus 4, I think. Fantastic. 6 damage. All right. Let's roll for this here. And he stays on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Now it's his turn, and he comes down to the barbarian, and his tentacles, his body, part of his tentacles are holding onto the ceiling, the other part dip down, and his body comes down, and he comes down with the razor edges of his tentacles to try and slash and peck at the barbarian.
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Thank you very much, Dano.
2 or 3. Yeah.
So his tentacle attack misses, but his beak does connect.
Okay.
So his beak does 3 points of damage. And now it is going to be Sashira's turn.
Roll. Can I swap marks?
Sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead, Kirby.
This was just, so that we love you, Desperado, and help you get the fantasy grounds, mate.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys.
That being said, we kind of agreed on an amount and then something went wrong and now we don't even know anymore.
Yeah, well, we're not even sure what went on there, so...
Thankfully, I'm in the US, so the amount is really fine for me.
Yeah, it's all...
How's the currency conversion stuff?
Sorry, guys.
It's fine. It was more just like, oh. Okay. But anyway, so... Can I swap targets then to the green one, and I will... I'm assuming he's still on the ceiling?
He is still on the ceiling.
Okay, well, we're shooting him off the ceiling.
Hopefully.
All right, you do hit. Fantastic. So that is 13. He's looking a little worse for wear. and he falls from the ceiling. He's now on the ground. Your arrow skips across the top, hits one of the major tentacles that is holding him in place as he's trying to attack the barbarian, and it causes him to slip and fall and land on his back, which is kind of his front at the same time because he's a giant octopus. Land octopus, that is.
Does that technically means he moves into my area and I get an attack of opportunity?
No, because it's a forced move into the area. If it's a move where he actually has to physically choose to move into the area, then he would have provoked that. But because he was forced into the area, then it doesn't cause it. It's the same thing with a magic spell that does a push or pull. If the push or pull pulls you into a square that's adjacent to somebody, it doesn't cause them to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Alright.
Oh, the Grick is on its back. That's the Wachi Wizul. That's who's on his back. So next up after Sashera is going to be... Is it the Cleric? Yes, the Cleric is next.
Did he fall or is he still up?
Oh, he fell to the ground.
Alright, I'll run up and hit him with a hammer.
Sounds good.
I really did hit him with a hammer.
Dang, you did hit him with a hammer. You hit him so hard with the hammer that you crushed his beak and killed him.
Nice.
A bit of a repressed PTSD there. He's like, die.
Maybe I had a character that got dragged off by a big one of these. You know what? It's none of your business.
All right, so you guys, you find in the chest here. This is what you get.
Leftovers from whatever the hell those things ate before.
Yeah, can you imagine if you just open a chest up and it's just like guts, spewed up stuff in there. It's just like,
You have the tentacles here just using this like a food storage thing.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like an old-fashioned fridge.
That'd be pretty gross, actually.
Number is 37, if I'm not mistaken. Chest number 37.
Hey, look, we got more gem.
Oh, I don't know if I told everybody this, but I've set up that Google Drive file, and this will allow you to buy skills and feats. And then I'll have a calculator in there to show exactly how much money everybody has.
Wait, you use money in this to buy skills and feats?
Yep, but it grows exponentially as you're trying to buy skills. So, like, your first skill maybe would be 700 yen. Or not yen, but 700 gold pieces. But then it will.
Stop using it now.
Yeah, we're not using yen. Then it'll grow exponentially, so you can get more skills. So you guys aren't limited just to certain skills. But you can also buy feats, but feats are hella more expensive than that of the skills.
Can it be RMB instead of yen?
RMB? Yep, that's right.
Isn't that Chinese is a lot cheaper, right?
The Wachi Wazul is like microtransactions, but it's all in-game currency that you don't have to pay for.
Except with your souls.
And grinding.
And grinding. Don't forget about your souls and your life.
All right, so where would you guys like to move to next?
Second door that we passed, or the bottom door that we haven't gone to yet. Either way, I'm sure it's a nightmare.
Damn for either way.
Probably.
So south then west.
As well.
Or west
South's
then
closer,
south.
so I may as well.
Okay. Let's move into that area then.
That's the other thing I don't understand about this game is like everything is a certain rarity, but like there's no prices on them, so I don't know how to buy items if that was the case.
Right.
Do you not in this game? Like,
you don't really buy items in the game. Like magic items are supposed to be rare, and they're supposed to be things that you actually find. Like,
okay.
but that's how the game is set up. I may change a few things where I can let you guys like upgrade magical items by finding a wizard of some kind and paying him a certain amount of money to upgrade your weapons, or sort of thing. Is something that I might do as well.
Okay, because yeah, I was looking it over and I'm just like, it has the rolls, it has the rarity, but
yeah,
there's no prices.
Right. All right.
So that's interesting.
Yep. But I mean, like, D&D is designed to be organic in the sense that you can do what you want to do in the game. You just have to, like, if I wanted to make it so that you could pay for magic items, you could do that. But magic items really do, overpower characters really quickly.
Something I found funny. One of the items that, like, I like to use and a couple of my other players like to use is Sovereign Glue.
Yep.
Yeah, just for fun and traps and crap.
Yep.
That's like a very rare, and I'm just like, what?
Yep.
It used to be like 100 gold for enough to cover a tile. Have fun with me.
Yep.
But now it's like, no, we realize what it can do.
Well, I mean, they use like Sovereign Glue and Greek fire together, and they basically just stick someone to the ground and just keep throwing fire at it until it dies.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, so what do we want to do with this door?
Gonna breathe on it.
And how does your breath smell? Not too good. It comes back at you, and you realize that there was a little bit too much garlic in that ration you were eating.
I feel kind of bad because the barbarian's in the way of it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, did no one see my meme?
Which meme?
My Greek? I put it in DnD memes.
I will take a look at it real quick here. Oh God.
That's funny.
That is amazing.
I found that on Google.
I'm stealing that one, by the way. Smoking
All right,
bacon will kill you, but smoking bacon will cure it.
Felice, you can tell that there are lizard men in the room that's right in front of you.
Uh-oh, lizard man again. Get ready. I'm gonna go with our sneaky person. Hey.
Huh? What? Am I supposed to be stealth checking?
Yeah,
Why?
because we're sneaking in.
But why?
Why not?
You're asking the impossible.
I know, there are doors involved, but I thought I might give you a second chance.
You mean a 100th chance? I've had like second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay.
Hey, you do. You get it open. You guys.
Respectable.
You guys get to move, but not attack. Hold on, just a second.
Hold up, Kevin. What the?
Inside the room,
Fish
you
people?
can see they're not fish people. They're lizard people.
Oh, they look like fish.
They are lizards. But the one thing that's very different about these lizard people from the ones that you fought before is that you have 3 foot soldiers here, or look like foot soldiers, and you have a shaman.
Oh. Oh dear.
So, let's roll some initiative.
With that, Desperado, what's the website I need to go to like throw together like a class character?
class.
Like, if I was like gonna roll a new character thing.
Oh, okay. So what you need to do is go to Roll20. So go to the Great Beast, the one that I created. You should be able to
use the Mancer.
Yep, you can use the Mancer.
Gotcha.
And then there's the level up Mancer with it, and after you finish making your level 1 character.
Gotcha.
I just finally imprinted my Giga for
Yay.
3%.
Oh.
3%. Some of the bish.
Have fun
That
doing
means
for a week.
33 more times have 100% Giga. So I'm gonna figure out what 33 times 8 is.
I remember doing that shit for like fucking 3 weeks. Raising like 20 gigas for the tribe. Yeah, not fun, dude.
Alright, so, Sash and Dano, you get to go first.
You want to start off, or shall I? Alright. So. So the bigger dude is the shot, right? That one back
Yep.
there. I'm gonna aim that guy with an plus.
Okay, you do hit. For 10, okay. Next up is going to be Sash.
Alright. I'm pretty much standing where I want to be standing. Can I mark the shaman, please?
Yep. Hold on just a second. And check this real quick here. You do hit.
Okay, so
For 10, 11, and that's 12. Okay.
Sorry, Cat.
And next it's the shaman's turn.
Yay.
And you see him drop down onto all fours, and he changes into a giant crocodile.
hey.
That is not a shaman.
It says shaman here.
Isn't that a druid?
Yes, but that the character, I literally have this pulled out of the the monster manual, and it says a shaman, and it's actually like it has its like changing form and whatnot. Like for shape change. Yeah, no, I was like taken aback by it at first too.
Felice is dying absolutely wrecked. Could you play his character?
Yep, I can do that. Sounds good, Felice. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Yep.
Have a good one, have a good one, Felice. Hope you feel better, mate.
Take care, man. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks a bunch. Alright, so this guy here is now a giant crocodile. So I will just say that he shifted into different form. And then he is going to turn and run up to Kevy and try to attack. Kevy with...
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yes. And...
What was my initiative going?
he misses with his biting attack. So next up after him is going to be... So it's going to be one of the foot soldiers here. It's this one here, who's also going to try and attack Kevy. And he does 2 attacks. Because he's lizard folk. So he comes at you with a javelin and a spike shield. Doing a double attack. One does hit, the other one misses. So he does 7 points of damage to you, Kevy.
7 damage.
Yep.
I'll get you back, lizard.
And then the cleric is up next.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Swinging at the gator.
Okay.
Need a pair of shoes.
Get you a pair of shoes. Well, you got your wish there.
Or maybe a purse. Or a European carrying satchel. That's what we'll call it.
Need to get the missus a new handbag.
So the music is way too happy for the fight scene. Okay, well we'll change it around then. Maybe this will work a little bit better. And he's still alive as that crocodile. And next up is going to be, I think it's going to be one of the... Kevy C, you're up.
Oh, let's get the grey sword of justice. Going to be attacking big boy, crocker boy over there. All right.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's a hit. Gotta be.
Against the big croco? Yeah, that does hit.
Oh, what's that? Oh, I was getting more sense of that. Alright, so what's that? 2 6.
Okay, you can re-roll that 1. Okay, so that's 10 on top of that. You kill him. He's dead.
Oh. The missile orc's got a new handbag, boys.
So, how good are you at tactics in this game?
He's just starting to learn, man. You need to give
Okay.
him a little heads up.
I'm gonna advise because I believe it's gonna be going relatively. If you 5-foot shift down here, it'll give him advantage against, and also you advantage next turn.
Well, can I move now?
Yeah, you can do what's called a shift, where you move 1 square. So you can move 1 square like this, but that's your whole move. But you can't move into the enemy. So if you move here is what he's saying. You can give yourself advantage when Felice moves in for his next attack.
Because odds are he's gonna cut straight down like that. He'll get 2 swings at that guy, so if he rolls low, he'll have the second one to possibly roll higher, or vice versa.
Yeah, we'll do that.
The only issue is doing that, you put yourself in danger, obviously, because this dude could scooch over, but...
Kevy ain't scared.
It's just tactics for you. It's useful.
Yep. Kevy ain't scared.
I was gonna say we do that with the green dragon. We didn't really get a chance for that.
Yep. Alright, so he moves in there, then Felice is going to move down here to this location to do an advantage roll. Let me pull up his character here real quick. Just so I have it. He wanted me to play for him. Okay, so he's attacking with his greatsword.
Yay.
And his greatsword misses. Or no, he does
Not
hit.
the second swing.
Yeah, the second swing. Yeah.
This is why we did this right here.
And he does a d6 plus 2d6 plus 5. Here we go. And gets 12. All right. Yep. All right, next up is going to be, I think it's a baddie next. It's going to be after Felice. Yep. Felice is last in line, so it's going to be this guy and then the other guy, who's going to shift up one here and attack Felice.
Yeah, that's the only downfall.
Yep. And he hits with one of his attacks. Wait a second. No, he misses. He misses with both attacks. And then this guy is going to come up here and try to attack Kevy. He's going to make two rolls as well.
Yeah, bring it on, sugar tits. Look like a lizard.
It is a lizard.
And one of those attacks does hit.
Oh, my arm!
For 6 damage.
Roger.
All right, after that, it's going to be Sashera. You're up.
Someday I'll be right back in a minute.
Okay, so if I go into the room, down, and like that, I shouldn't be taking any attacks of opportunity.
Right.
And if I can actually hold up into the room, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure. I'll allow
That
it.
gives me advantage.
Yep.
Alright. And if I could mark that target.
No problem. We'll mark it. Go for it.
Stabby, stabby.
'Kay.
Woo!
Oh, you crit. Awesome. So roll an extra d6 on top of that. So the first attack would be 2d6 plus 4. And then your second attack would be just an extra d6. So you're going to be rolling 4d6 plus 4.
So 46 plus 4.
Yep.
Swing, swing, swing.
You kill him in one hit. How does it happen? Because that is definitely epic.
Okay. So, I mean, I was in the doorway at that point. I quickly dash in and do a low dodge around the cleric with a wide sweep, thinking if I can get behind this guy, facing the bar. Am I right? Is it the barbarian? Please tell me that's right.
Yep.
I can get in behind because he's busy fighting the barbarian. So I do a wide sweep around the wall, kind of grazing my right sword against that wall as I come around. And as I'm coming through that big sweep, my sword's coming all the way around and just goes slice and slices the guy's head off.
Sweet.
Just massive sweep.
Oh, we killed one.
Yep.
We? You mean me?
I didn't say that, the woman.
All right. Next
Yeah,
up.
well, she's doing all the carrying, so come on, mate, pick up.
I've taken all the hit. Almost.
Taking like one hit.
Next up after that is going to be the cleric. No, it's Dano. Dano's next, and then it's the cleric.
Go for
My
that
health
lizard
bar
boy
says
there.
otherwise.
Yep.
I don't care what your health bar says, Kevy. With an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Let's see. That does not hit. That misses.
Okay.
Next up after Dano is going to be It's going to be this guy here. And he's going to disengage and tell his buddy farewell and jumps into the water and disappears. And then, after that, it is going to be the cleric's turn.
She has, and Dano just went, so move here and I'm gonna shut the doors.
Okay.
Oh, no more escape.
Kevy, you're up next.
I go pet the doggo.
Okay, well, yes, you use your move action to go pet the doggo.
So
I'm pretty good.
if I go like that, and so what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, watch you, Wazul. The lizard is not the final boss.
What you trying to do, Kevy?
So if I have my turn here, right, and then someone can go like there, is that advantage?
Yeah, he gets an attack of opportunity against you because you're in his field of attack.
Oh, so if I move, I won't move then.
Okay, sounds good.
Now, if you want to, you could 5-foot shift here to try to set up for him to walk around with his 30 steps to get here.
You can do that.
And you can also do something called holding your action, which won't attack until you're in the advantage position, so you get 2 swings, he gets 2 swings.
I'll just attack.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool, buddy. It's too much.
You do hit.
No problem. It's just, like I said, it's tactics, trying to give you a little bit of boost bonus, whatever.
Fantastic, Kevy.
We'll get you learned.
Kevy, you hit him really hard. He looks really hurt. And now you can move. You can do that shift move if you'd like, where you move up to here. It's up to you, though.
Yeah, we'll do that. Cool.
There you go. Next up after that is going to be, I think it's Felice. Felice, I think, is last in line here. And he's going to come down and up, and he's going to use his advantage to attack the guy here. He's going to hit with his great sword. And he's going to hit with his great sword. And he will do his advanced roll with the 2d6 plus 5. And the guy is dead. He dies. And combat has ended. You can open the door again.
I would, but there's a chest here. I gotta open that first.
All right, hold on just a second. Let me figure out which one I numbered this. Okay. Here we go. Okay. There you go. It should be number 16 in your journal. And the one in there is a boomeranging magical dagger. And some +1 arrows, a little bit of GP, and a chromatic grenade. And if you guys don't know what the boomeranging dagger is, basically it's a magic item that if you throw it, it'll come back to you.
Does it stab you?
No, it doesn't stab you. It just magically reappears back in your hand, basically.
Well, I was going to say, Yeah,
I caught
it's
it.
Keep
How?
in mind most. Yeah, keep in mind most of us are Australian. I think we know what a boomerang is.
Oh yeah, well I know. I'm just making sure.
More for your chat.
I'm just making sure that when I'm using this, it's not like it's something that flies in a circle, like in a circular pattern or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or hits
I
like
caught it
multiple
with my
targets or
face.
something like that. Basically, it just reappears back in your hand after you throw it.
Basically, we don't need to worry about losing it.
Right. All right, so we finish this room, and we have one room left.
Up to it.
The barbarian says to the cleric that I need heals. I need healing.
I was gonna say,
That's
what is he,
nice.
Genji? That's nice. Pray to the cheesy snood, and I accept this pamphlet from the cheesy snood.
Okay. That
Actually,
was
a pretty good heal, though.
yeah,
Good
no,
heal.
that is a good heal. That's a fantastic
They're
heal.
healing for the fight.
Yeah, the fighter needs healing too.
Oh,
Not
well,
pretty.
why didn't I just pray? Let
'Kay.
me verify. Do I have one more?
Air, I can let you pull that one back and do the prayer instead.
Oh, okay. That'll work. This one too.
Right.
Of course, it was more than the prayers.
Okay.
Oh well.
12 should
That
be
puts
good
me-
for him though.
Puts me at full. How about everybody else?
Yeah, that
I'm
puts.
good.
Yep.
I'm good.
All right. So now we come to the
A lot
last
healthier.
door here.
Ooh. We want to do a stealth check to see what's in the room, guys.
Stealth check, perception.
Oh, I don't know.
Receptions for
Whatever
checking, Kevin.
Whatever. Yep, I'm pro at D&D.
Yep.
Oh look, got it. I don't.
There is something very large and lumbering inside that room. And on top of that, with your perception, you also have a +1. I'm going to send you a message real quick. Your nose picks something up.
Oh, sorry, I farted.
Someone forgot to wipe.
Yeah, that'd be Kevin. Damn dirty boy.
Ah, sorry, I thought it was a hole in one. I didn't know it was left some chunk. I was wearing my brown undies, didn't know.
Oh my god.
Gotta make sure you have the brown pants.
Well, no one notices your shit stains.
Exactly.
Can I use my dark vision to be in a room?
Past a door?
Yeah, I'm looking in. I'm looking through the door. You know?
Oh, you're opening the door?
No. Is there a way I can actually use this dark vision? It's never happened.
It's not X-ray vision, Kevy.
It's not X-ray.
It just means
Yeah,
we
but
see
I'm
better in the
very-
dark than everyone else.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
all dark vision is.
Okay, when the way dark vision works is if you're in like a pitch black cave and there's no light source, you can see better than everyone. Although I'm pretty sure everyone has basically dark vision.
The way that
Not
the way that
yet.
the way that it was explained in like Forgotten Realms and whatnot for like Drow and whatnot, they technically have dark vision, obviously because they're the dark elves of the underworld. The thing is that like the way that Driz describes how he sees things is almost as if he uses heat vision instead of like the way that we perceive things with light.
Essentially, it's like infrared.
Yeah.
Alright, do we want to open this door, boys?
No, something smells really bad in there. It's stinky.
Ah, that was mean.
No, I mean yours was bad, but this is worse.
I'm a lactose intolerant horse. I'm sorry.
Dude, I told you not to drink that milk before we left.
No, I had a cow for breakfast.
So, Wachi Wazul is
Oh,
asking,
Cal?
So what happens if you yeet the dagger into another plane? It is a magical item. It will come back.
Oh dear.
It teleports. All right, so are we ready to try and stealth open this door?
Yeah, do a stealth
We
check.
have to. Oh
It's up
my
to
God.
you. You guys can kick it in, too.
Like,
You
Yes,
wearing that
no.
belt that lets you re-roll a stealth check?
Can we take
I
that
mean-
19, please?
No.
Well, that's-
That's not how this
that's-
works, Kev.
That's exactly what I just
Oh,
asked before
was that
she
the-
rolled. Is there was a belt that allowed?
Oh, yeah. No, there
you
is.
Like that 19 that
That's
Kevin
what
just-
saying is. I think
All right,
she should
so
have it.
you guys open the door. You have
Don't look
the
at Sash, don't-
you have the
don't look at
ability
Sash.
to set up, and then we will roll initiative. Inside this room
Yeah,
here
save the day.
is a giant troll.
Wait, troll in the dungeon?
Like I said at the very beginning of this, these wizards drop some really weird crap down the drain.
Okay,
No,
I'm gonna
I get the joke. Is all.
And you don't need a whole troll to get a whole troll.
Sadly,
We want to
very,
roll
very true.
Oh no, I got a 1.
Kevin.
You're in front line.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
somewhere along the line, there he is.
Yep.
well,
I was
I'm
like,
getting
somewhere
hit
along the
first.
line, I lost time. Good boy.
All right. So we have. We still have to do. Our barbarian friend needs to set up first. Set up as well. And he has to roll his initiative.
Wish I had initiative +4.
And he's got a pretty high initiative.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna put him in here,
Can
and
you put it there, please?
let's just put it this way. Just put it this way. His initiative's high. He's about to go there, and he is going to expend his last rage because he's going first. Because I think he's got highest over everyone. So he's down. He used his last rage, and now he is going to charge at the troll. And make his attack with his greatsword. And he hits. And this does, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2d6 plus 7. And the troll reels back. Is angered by this attack. Next up is going to be, in initiative order, is going to be the cleric.
Ha
Shockingly, the cleric goes second.
So, Wachi Wazul is saying, what is it, use fire or acid?
Yeah.
And that misses the troll, unfortunately.
Well, I was told
I'm
setting my
trying.
arrows on fire would take too long, so.
Hold on just a second. Roll it again. I'm going to give you advantage with that cornering the troll like that. You do hit. I forgot to tell you that.
I'm trying not to metagame without like fire acid thing. I don't have knowledge nature, so
Yep.
I'm gonna beat it with my rock stick.
All right. Next up is going to be Sashera. I think you're next.
Okay, Hunter's Mark, s'il vous plaît.
Sounds good. Oh, that definitely hits.
No, you don't say.
You try to talk French, Snash?
What?
Did you say Hunter's Mark silver plate? I swear you're trying to talk French.
Can you at least pronounce it properly? Oh my god.
Wait,
So
shush.
9, 3, 12.
I'm not even the one who
13.
took French classes in high school.
Wait.
So 13. That is okay. Sounds good. Oh. Alright, next up should be Dano.
Right. Well. I'm gonna hit with fire.
Unfortunately, that does miss.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Alright, so the troll. It's the troll's turn now, and then it'll be Kevy's turn. The troll shifts into here, and he goes into a wild spin and tries to attack everybody in the circle because he makes 3 attacks.
Oh, interesting.
This is why I'm back here.
Does it look like he's whirlwinding? Or just
yeah,
attacks?
he's whirlwinding.
Oh, a
So-
fighter troll.
Yeah, he's a fighter troll. So he is going to swing both of his claws at the paladin and the fighter, and then he's going to try and bite the barbarian.
It's paladin.
Or paladin, the fighter and the fighter and the cleric. So.
Okay.
All right. So everyone gets hit. The lowest he rolled was a 21 to AC.
Oof.
And so
It is a troll.
It is a troll. So he does 7 points of damage to Kevin and Kevy and to Alexander, and then
Just call me by my proper name, punk.
maybe, and he does 4 points of damage to the barbarian.
I do not care, mate.
You don't care.
No, that.
Kevy, go for it.
I was maybe getting called me by my wrist.
And yet he yells at me, gets shitty at me if I use it.
And Kevy, you are up
Oh, finally.
with advantage.
Haha, I don't need advantage to hit.
I'm gonna laugh. You roll a 1 on the first roll.
God, I had him
Close enough.
You do hit.
Yeah,
Was it with the second one?
No, you hit with the first one.
Let's roll. Oh, yikes. Can I double roll both those?
You can
please?
double roll both of those.
And it's 6.
Can I re-roll that too?
No, no, you can't. You only get to re-roll the one time. So you gets the 10 damage.
That's
Okay,
fine.
and now it is the beginning of the next round. So
Is he looking for help?
you see with the troll after Kevy makes his attack, the troll you see him grow just a little bit, like you see some of his wounds start to close up.
Why, he's healing up.
Yeah. They do that.
Hardcore hacks.
Okay.
Nobody here has nature, do they?
No, I don't
Nature?
think one.
This
I have-
fight's gonna suck balls.
I have
Sorry,
zero.
what's going on?
The hell?
I got a 2 in, I got a 2 in nature. Does that do anything?
Try and roll it.
I'll let you
High.
roll it.
Yeah, take advantage, please.
You know that from previous experience with from hearing from other magic users that trolls tend to regenerate. Like a troll could lose its arm, and over a period of time, that arm could grow another troll.
What?
It'd take a long time, but trolls regenerate.
That's what they do. Actually, they cut off its
And with that
arms
roll,
and legs.
you don't remember exactly what you need, but there is some form of either magic or element that you need to use to keep it from regenerating.
Everyone, check your backpacks.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, hang on a sec, troll. Turns around and just starts like ruffling through backpack.
What's my Dungeoneer pack do?
I'll throw holy water at it and see if that works.
You throw holy water at it, and it reels in pain. Not because you actually dealt damage to it, because that holy water has salt in it.
that'll show them.
All right, so next up is going to be, I think it's Sashera. Oh no, no, it's Felice is next. Felice got the 21. That's what it was. Okay, so he's going to come in with his attack. He's also going to have advantage on his great sword attack. He's still raging. And he does hit. And does... Oh, I accidentally rolled that twice. I'm taking the first one. 17 points of damage. So that means...
Okay, it's got the hiccups.
Alright. Next is going to be, in initiative order, is the cleric. You have advantage as well.
Yay! I think we'll take the first one.
Okay. Alright, the troll is looking worse for wear.
Trolls are fun. You cut off their arms and legs, you plant them in the ground, and you can have 4 more trolls.
Next up is going to be Sash.
I mean, I don't really want to just like shoot at it because it probably won't have that much of an effect. I have a thought, but I'm not sure if it'd work.
Okay, what is your thought?
Can I PM you?
Yeah.
I thought you said can I pee on it?
Gabby!
I was like, wait, what?
Hold on just a second. We'll be right there. We'll be right back.
Yeah, sorry. Long thought process here.
Does it involve us
Trying
dying?
to sacrifice us to the gods to do
Okay.
more damage.
No. Involving me doing something that I shouldn't be doing.
All right, go
Like
for
grabbing
it.
your dog and leaving.
Pulling
Please
ahead.
throw your dog at the troll.
Okay. I'm going to cast an illusion spell called Foxfire.
Okay. And I think that the person has to, or the enemy has to make a wisdom check. I think.
I think that's the idea,
Yep.
because it is a deception.
It's a DC. I think it's a DC 13. Well, he fails it. So the troll. So from. Do you want to tell them what happens?
Okay. So I'm kind of sitting in the back watching this thing grow and regenerate and going,
If maybe it grows like plants, maybe it doesn't like fire like plants. And then I remembered that I have this illusion spell.
and then I think, well, maybe I can at least scare the crap out of it. So my eyes start to kind of glow with this blue-violet glow. And then you guys can kind of hear me say something in some weird tongue. And then all of a sudden, fire sprouts out around the feet of this troll. And it's starting to look a little bit panicked.
Mm-hmm. And the troll is panicked.
Sunni, aren't you?
The troll actually is. The troll moves, and to try and get rid of the fire, it's patting itself and whatnot, and it causes you guys to get attacks of opportunity on it.
Deal.
Everyone's like, score!
For 8
Wait, is
damage.
he still with advantage or no?
Yeah, it's
Would
still
be
with
with
advantage. Go ahead.
Oh, still. Okay. So for crit. Nope. Take the 8.
Okay. Go ahead and make a basic attack with your greatsword, Kevy.
Oh, fox damn.
And you also get advantage with it as well.
Oh, I don't need advantage.
Kevy, you critted.
So that was that 4d6?
That's 6d6. 6d6
Oh.
plus 4 because you are a half
A
orc.
lot of damage.
You know what to tell me, buddy.
Big old thing coming.
Oh.
3-6.
He didn't even roll under a 1.
So
Big old.
Question is, you re-rolling the 2s.
Nah, I don't need to, man. He's dead.
Okay.
Find out.
hold on a second.
Yeah, tell me he's alive, I'm leave.
What the?
So it's not the fact that he... You know he can regenerate, yes?
Yeah.
So if you kill something that can regenerate, what happens?
Just
Comes back.
burn it.
It regenerates. So you can keep
Useless
beating
so
the crap
far.
out of this guy all day long. He's going to be the perfect sparring partner. You can stab as many times as you want to. He's not going to die.
Okay, and then this is... Alright, the troll falls flat. Looks like it's dead, but you can see bits of it start to heal up. It is prone.
We burn
I
it.
think I have the stuff to make a torch. Can I like light a torch and drop it on him?
Sure.
All right, we'll do that.
Is
Roll a
is
nature
orc
check.
urine flammable?
Me, right?
Yep. If you're using a torch, roll a
Say-
nature check.
Say fire seemed to work, so why not?
That was my idea without trying to be like, ooh, burn it. It's trying to be like roundabout-ish.
I mean, from my check earlier, even though I couldn't remember exactly what.
You have the ability to light it on fire, and the troll stays dead.
Yay!
yeah,
I
did
was
no one else
useless.
hear
Oh.
Kenny, or are we just ignoring him?
Did it what?
Bit of both. I heard what he said, but I'm ignoring him.
I think we're ignoring him.
What was that?
He said it's orc urine flammable.
Oh, what's flammable?
Orc urine.
Oh, is orc urine flammable? Maybe it depends. How much did you?
Depends on
How much did you have to drink, Kevy?
Yeah, how much did you have to be drunk?
Did you drink the night before?
All right, so Wachi Wazul. The thing is that Kevy's fighter has great
Oh,
weapon
holy
fighting,
shit.
and whenever he rolls a 1 or a 2 in his damage, he has the option of re-rolling that dice. And
Yeah,
then,
probably saying reroll the twos is like door.
but if he re-rolls it and it doesn't
Gee, I can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you very much, Julius Caesar. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. If he can only roll them once, and then he has to take the number, whether it's higher than a 1 or lower than a 2 or whatnot. It's for damage rolls, not attack rolls.
God, if it was for attack rolls.
Yeah.
Oof, that'd be a bit overpowered.
Yeah. All right, so you guys get the last jewel. So you guys have collected everything. We can officially say that this campaign, or this arc of the campaign, has ended.
Good luck getting your character back.
All right, so
You can still move it. Darn.
oh, what is it? Smash DeKeys is rolling a fighter too. He said, "Yep." So, but that's only for great weapon fighting, so it has to be a two-handed weapon, just so you know. So what I was going to say is, you make it back to the guild, and you guys are sitting around and joking around when suddenly this orc breaks through the front door, like full-on
Troll
orc.
shows up.
There's quite literally, there is an orc in the middle of town that comes just barreling through the front door, not like with an arm slash, but he's definitely making his presence well known in the guild. Everybody is on high tension in the guild. There's people like reaching for their swords about to draw it, and the orc reaches, like the orc himself, he's got like one of his eyes is missing. He's got a giant slash down his face and whatnot. And he's got this like disgruntled look on his face, and he reaches into his vest, and it looks like he's about to pull out a weapon, and everybody's about ready to jump on top of him. But he pulls out a giant bag of cash, of coin, and walks over to the guildmarm. And as he pulls out the giant thing of cash, everybody retracts their weapons, because it's very uncommon for an orc to be seen in town. So the guy walks over to the guildmarm and starts talking with her and puts the money on the table, and she points to your group over there and like insinuating to ask them. And he comes over and says, "I have a problem." He's like, "I quit my warring period and I've done this, and I wanted to live the life of a simple farmer, but a rift opened up, and now my fields and whatnot, my area of land that I was going to use to start my farm, has now been taken over by some great beasts. I need you to stop them and get rid of them. I've never seen anything of the likes. I have something also, another thing also came through the rift as well, but it's a small friendly-like creature. it will meet you at the edge of my farm, and give you a little insight of what you need to do.
Why do I get the feeling it's an imp and we're gonna get tricked?
Just get rid of the beasts, and I will pay you greatly. Also, there are a few items I need to procure. The attendant, the guy there, he'll tell you what you need to get. And if you bring those items back to me, I will procure you some magic weapons of my own to aid you on your next adventures.
Pay off and some magical shite.
Sounds.
I mean, we just dove through a sewer full of like crazy ass mages flushing stuff down the road, so you know.
I'm still waiting for the thank you from the king.
To a farmer that has a boatload of money and access to magical.
Well, he probably got that when he was glitching. I don't know.
The guy looks like a complete seasoned veteran, like someone that has gotten a bunch
he's
of
like
stuff
clearly
along the
seen
way.
combat.
Yeah, this guy. Oddly enough, Kevy's character seems to have respect for him. And if we know Kevy's character, he don't got respect for hardly anyone. Isn't that right, Kevy?
Something like that.
Let's just. It's like let's just.
And I run away scared now.
It's like, look, I'm sure there's gonna be no giant slimes, okay? If there's gonna be a giant slime, he would have said a giant slime. Everyone knows what a giant slime looks like.
It's called a gelatinous ooze, and it's terrifying.
Okay,
Especially
whatever
the
that stupid
ones-
thing is.
Especially the huge ones, because you cut them, and then they split in half, and you got to deal with two of them.
All right.
And it's me just going, so they probably worst up notice.
So what I was gonna say is that the arc has ended, and give yourself a level.
Damn, what's that on your forehead?
You guys get to level up.
Fucking move.
Yay! And Dan's got a. How do we level up?
I will show you how to do that, and we're going to end the stream now. And for more D&D, we're going to go raid Geek and Sundry because they are doing some D&D.
Dan had a penis-shaped item on his head. Don't know how it got there.
Yeah, wonder how Kevy. Certainly not the guy with the blue, not the blue, rather colors.
Body armor.
All right, so we're going to be
Yeah,
back. We'll be back next Saturday with some more D&D. So come check us out with our new arc in the campaign. All right, everybody, take care and talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hey, you got one extra health.
There we go.
I seen someone trying to pee on the dog. The dog moved pretty quick.